15 Jahren bei der PDC. Ein ehemaliger Spieler aus den Top 10, hat zig Pro-Tour-Turniere gewonnen, stand in 9 Major-Finals. Die aktuelle Nummer 15 der Welt, The Bull, T.Jenkins. T.Jenkins tritt gegen die Nummer 1 Belgiens an, der seine Tochter mitgebracht hat und seine Frau mitgebracht hat hier nach Mülheim. Ein Mann mit Pro-Tour-Siegen. Er spielte die Premier League 2015 und steht in der Weltrangliste aktuell auf Rang 13. Die Rede ist von The Hurricane, K.Huybrechts.
K.Huybrechts, seemingly a man on a mission at this European Darts Trophy, having missed out on his 3rd title last weekend and missed 7 match darts. We saw 6 missed match darts by Joe Cullen and Peter Wright in the last match. Wright eventually winning. Can't afford those kind of stats at the double at the end, but we keep seeing him this weekend. Yeah, Huybrechts was not happy, it's fair to say, after losing out to Mensur Suljovic, and he alluded to that in his interview yesterday. He looks very, very focused, Paul, and he's come here with one thing on his mind. Paul Nicholson joins me.
Yeah, one thing on his mind. I think the only thing that is going to fix last week is if he wins this week or perhaps next week in Sindelfingen, where he will be the defending champion. And what is good to see is that his wife and daughter are in the crowd today, and that's the first time I've seen Kim smile this weekend. And sometimes you just have to say there are things bigger than darts. He's got a great home life, and it's nice to see him smiling.
First, game on.
Well, T.Jenkins stands between Kim and a place in the quarterfinals this evening. We've already seen James Wade, Mensur Suljovic and Peter Wright make it through. With impressive performances. And Michael Smith, the defending champion.
Yeah, the defending champion seems to be going under the radar ever so slightly. But he's hanging around that 100 mark all the time, and if he does that, he's going to be very dangerous. But after Kim's performance yesterday, I've got to say, I was mightily impressed. It's very, very hard to beat Kyle Anderson in any game, but to finish the game with 100 checkout on tops and to win 6-0,
99.
That's what you call a rubber stamp game. Very impressed indeed I was. And I actually saw Kim backstage after that victory, but there weren't any smiles. It was as if to say, right, okay, yeah, got the job done.
140.
I'm already thinking about tomorrow. Well, we're already in tomorrow, so let's see what you got today, Mr. Huybrechts.
Yeah, and then he was outdone by Jelle Klassen, who averaged over 111 in defeating Vincent van der Voort. He'll be in action in a short while against Benito van der Pad. We've also got Michael van Gerwen against Simon Whitlock, and after this, Dave Chisholm against Gerwin Price.
82.
Yeah, it gets better all the time, doesn't it? I mean, I particularly like the look of that that Whitlock van Gerwen game, because you know what Simon's like. He's going to get the bit between his teeth, and he's going to fancy that after the drama he was involved in last night. Well, it seems to be all TJ in this leg. 2 18s. Take the first leg. Well, he did mess around on a few doubles yesterday, so he won't want to come to the Ucky on a Sunday and repeat that. He'll want to get rid of them as soon as he gets them, because he's going to be under pressure.
130, so you require 80.
Yeah, saw Zoran Lurch back yesterday, T.Jenkins. Now he's only going to get one more shot at double before Huybrechts gets a chance to clean up 52.
10.
And he hasn't taken it.
He hasn't taken it.
52.
And it's looking like Huybrechts will go 20 double 16. Does love 16s. Still all right.
36.
But a few mistarts from both players at the start of this match.
8.
Maybe a bit edgy.
Double 4 for the Bull. Yeah, this time T.Jenkins takes the lead.
Well, classic it is not so far, but we've got a long way to go. Yeah, like you mentioned, Terry against
59.
the Austrian Zoran Lurchbacher yesterday. That was a ding-dong battle. He's been in a few ding-dongs in his career. I tell you what he keeps doing.
125.
He keeps picking up these scrappy wins like he has the last couple of weeks and throughout his career. And what he wants to do is maintain that seeding. At the moment it's 13. He'd prefer to be
41.
in the single numbers because that guarantees his participation in obviously next week and in Hildesheim next month and then into next season. The last thing Terry
60.
Jenkins and people like K.Huybrechts, the last thing they want is to have to go to qualifiers, be it a couple of months before the event or in the case of the Europeans, maybe 1 or 2 weeks before. You know, you
97.
can plan so much further ahead if you are a seed. And Terry wants those guarantees.
55.
Jenkins chasing his first European Tour title.
Do you get the feeling that there is a title in the offing, whether it be European Tour title or
123.
Major Championship or TV title for Terry Jenkins to finally say, right, no longer will you tell me that I'm a 9-time TV runner-up. They can just refer to me as such and such. Much like they did
41.
with Kevin Painter when he won the Players' Championship, pretty much everybody then shut their mouths and said, well, you're now just Players' Champion.
Yeah, he's won titles on what they call the floor tournaments without the big crowds. These are kind of mini majors, I suppose. The European Tour, 2,500 people in here gives it the feel of a major tournament.
It certainly does. I mean, major tournaments have been won in this arena, so it's very apt here.
Aim shot
And that's a very apt shot from K.Huybrechts. As you can see in the crowd, there's Donna, his other half, and the person he somewhat dispatched yesterday, Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, giving a nod of approval there, Kyle Anderson.
He's probably thinking he didn't give me any chances yesterday.
80.
Well, he alluded to the fact that he likes a mean game. I mean, he was a right old whiz-bang game with Joe Cullen last week. I mean, that was arguably one of the best games, one of the top 3 games, I think, of all last weekend.
125.
And Joe gave a bit of celebration at the back end of the game, and Kim reciprocated. So entertaining. But he said in his interview afterwards that Joe really played into Kim's hands. When he gets angry, he gets better, and I can attest to that. So he's almost showed his hand.
85.
And this is a point I made last week as well. Don't make him angry. And that way he probably won't play his best game. But that's not bad.
190.
Certainly not. Yeah, whitewashed Kyle Anderson yesterday.
60. Give me require 141.
Now looking at 141 for a break. He'd hope to come back.
Well,
65.
don't know what the percentage
require 131.
of shots get hit on 131, but it could be 100% on this. Oh, it's close.
91.
Now he has to
Give me
rely on
require
misses from Kim.
76.
Or maybe not misses. Oh, it is misses. And there aren't any misses, and there is the misses.
K.Huybrechts.
How many times can you say misses in 2 sentences?
For Kim to throw first. Game on.
Well, that was a hit from Huybrechts and a break of throw early on. And he's taken command of this match already.
60.
I'm not to harp on about last week because I think we should draw a line under it. Obviously, we award the tournament to Sulevic and Kim was runner-up, but Kim was talking about the crowd yesterday
134.
and how they were cheering his name yesterday, and last week they were trying to put him off. Well, they were different people. Obviously, that was in East Germany last week. This is West Germany.
150.
So you've got to think that the 99% of the people that are here weren't there last week. But dart fans are fickle.
60.
They always have been and they always will be. So we just need to get used to it.
Well, as things stand, it could play out that we get the same final.
42.
Suljevic has made it through to the last 8 in the opposite half of the draw to Huybrechts.
That's something that hasn't come up in conversation yet.
139.
That would be very entertaining. I think I would love to see that.
Few players who may have something to say about that.
Yeah, definitely. There are people
93.
scraping through. There are people bulldozing their way through. to parts of this tournament. I mean, that Jamie Caven game last night with Dave Chisnell was breathless for me.
46.
And then obviously the Simon Whitlock game last night showed how much he can battle. So he's not going to let Michael van Gerwen have his own way in the last game of the afternoon. Could be worth waiting for, that one.
57. Terry McQuarrie, 122.
There's only one route for this. He needs 3 more 18s. Might stay there. Because if it's a treble, it's double 16 left. And it does.
90.
Very nice indeed.
134.
134, 60. Did have the option of 2 51s, 2 treble 17s would have left his favourite. And I'm quite surprised because Kim's a very good treble 17 shooter. I think maybe that's something that he could possibly do in the future.
Yeah, well, if Terry Jenkins can pin this double 16 or the double 8 now, it would be an immediate break back, but
24.
he doesn't.
Well, there have been frailties in that area of the board and on doubles this weekend. And taking advantage is the Belgian, who is gradually getting more pumped up, and claps from the family that he's doing a good job.
68.
Yeah, chance miss for Terry the Bull there. And Huybrechts all over it with that double top.
I've always thought that the Dusseldorf area, which
59.
has up until recently hosted the European Open at the Maritime Hotel. Unfortunately, we're not going to go back there. We're moving to pastures new next year. Mulheim is also in the Dusseldorf area. It was quite close to the Dutch border. It's only an hour and 15 minutes for Michael van Gerwen to get here. I think it's a little bit over that for Jelle Klassen.
140.
Possibly very similar time. So it's good that when you're doing well in the tournament, you're not far from home.
182.
Oh, Terry Jenkins in this leg has really turned up.
Yeah, keeping it interesting.
54.
Terry Jenkins.
Terry McQuarrie, 113.
The 180 has left him 113.
220s.
73.
Ooh. Well, Terry's not too close to home from here. That requires a flight and a little drive for him. What he wants
84.
is to bypass the hurricane first with tops. And he does in this leg.
Terry Jenkins.
A little nod of approval.
Six flag Kim to throw first. Game on.
Basically, that was saying, why haven't I done that before? I think Terry is his own worst critic. I mean, everybody knows how good he is.
190.
Well, that's not bad from Huybrechts.
Was he going to reply? Yeah, baby.
190.
Now we've got a game.
Both players start the leg with maximums.
134.
5 trebles in 6 throws from Huybrechts. What can Jenkins respond with?
Well, TJ's hit a 9-darter on the biggest stage of them all.
23.
And it was Kim Huybrechts' opponent from yesterday that denied him £10,000. I remember people talking about the phone call that
58.
he got. He was eliminated by Per Larsen that week, that day. Hit the 9-darter. He thought, that's all right, get £20,000. Gets a phone call later in the afternoon.
96.
Sorry to tell you, TJ, but
129.
Kyle Anderson's hit one as well, so he's robbed your pocket a bit.
Yeah, both players losing on that occasion as well.
Yeah, the 9-dart curse just hits you sometimes.
53.
One of the hardest things to do is to hit a 9-darter and still win the match. So, best advice is hit a 9-darter in the last leg.
Well, 102 for Terry. On top.
Shot in the 6 flag.
And he gets the break that he needed.
7 flag Terry to throw first.
Well, it's
Game
not
on.
often you see Terry Jenkins with a fist pump and a celebration. He did have one for his 9-darter a couple of years back. But that says to me that Terry Jenkins is here to fight.
60.
Which is very interesting indeed. Yeah, TJ's best mate, Andy Smith, eliminated last night. Good to see the Pie Man back on the European Tour. Happiest man in the world, back in form. I'm sure he's watching TJ saying, come on.
140.
Win a few more quid, you can go to the antique shop down the street. Pick up a bargain or 3.
We've got a little bit of news from the Challenge Tour that's taking place this
45.
weekend. Rob Cross, who fired in a 9-darter yesterday, has secured his place on the professional tour for next season by winning a Challenge Tour event today. So he's got his tour card there. So congratulations to Rob Cross, who we saw at the UK Open actually on the wrong end of a 9-darter against Michael van Gerwen.
Yeah, big year for Rob Cross. Announced himself at the UK Open. He's carried on.
61.
He's played brilliantly this year. He's played exceptionally this weekend. And we will see him on the tour next year. And prospectively, we might see him in Europe the way he's playing. That's good news for my county that I live in at the moment, because he's a Sussex man. So
65.
go Sussex.
Well, which one of these players will be leaving the stage? Cross after this one. Jenkins coming back for 96.
89. So you require 96.
60 wanted. Now he needs 57. It'll look good in the air. It just dipped at the end. But that's all right.
33.
Not the best leave in the world,
31.
because now it's looking like tops again.
Oh, just underneath.
91. So he requires 63.
So 63 to stay in charge. And he wants tops this time, and he's over the top.
Well, he's got to say
Here we require
that he should have
40.
had more darts at double in this leg. Well, this happened last night. Lots of darts that were going into the 1 and the 5.
Terry requires
Big
40.
chance missed by the Belgian. Let's Terry Jenkins back in. He's thinking to himself, stop messing around. Come on, Terry.
30.
But they're both messing around on doubles.
Here we require 40.
We're getting to the part of the tournament where it's slightly edgy. A few nerves creep in, because there's stakes are very high.
Certainly is. And Huybrechts wants a target that Terry's just missed. Now he wants double 5.
30.
Who wants to win this leg?
Terry require 10.
This could be a big momentum shifter. It's a good miss, because there's plenty better aim at. Still is to the left. And he's got it.
Team shot in the 7th flag. Terry Jenkins.
Yep, he's definitely up for this. That's a steal.
Throw first.
Both
Game
guys
on.
could have won that leg. Terry's nicked it. A very expectant crowd now. Some nervous people in the Huybrechts camp. There's a long way to go. Terry needs 2 legs. Kim needs 3.
Kim had a little look across to his camp there. I don't know if he was
93.
disturbed by the celebration of Terry Jenkins. Can get involved in these shenanigans, can't he, Kim Huybrechts, from time to time?
Definitely word of the day, shenanigans.
140.
Well, it's something that Kim's probably used to. He does get into a few barneys with people on the hockey. But maybe he was just looking over for a bit of inspiration. You know, sometimes you look at things away from the hockey. He's got his family here. You look over there and you think, you know what? Right, bit between me teeth. Let's start again.
100.
This is pretty tidy from Terry. Kim made to work if he is going to progress.
I think there's a bit more shoulder coming into the throw of Kim Huybrechts now. It's getting pretty raw. And we're going to see who the best dart fighter is now, because this is a scrap.
60. Here we require 152.
152 would leave his favourite double 16 with another treble 20, and that's exactly what he's done. Yes, fabulous finish from Kim Huybrechts, and boy did he enjoy it.
9 flag Terry to throw first.
4 apiece.
Game on.
New school darts from Kim Huybrechts. Really in the face of Terry Jenkins.
45.
Well, that's 2 152s we've seen in the last 7 days. Saw one from Simon Whitlock last week, which I thought was very impressive indeed, and slightly unconventional. That one, though, from Kim, super conventional and super shots.
Yeah, he's a 16s man, isn't he, Kim Huybrechts?
He is. And the exact opposite, Terry's a tops man.
137.
You have to have one of the two in your locker, and you've got to be strong at them if you're going to contend at this level. Jelle Klassen, however, is the kind of bloke who
135.
tends to leave double 18 a lot, but there are a lot of shots that you can't leave double 18 on. So you've got to be strong, in my opinion, tops and 16s, and then maybe pick
80.
one more that you're going to focus on as for doubles to leave anyway.
Yeah, the thought behind leaving double 16 historically and traditionally is that it splits down more than any other double.
Yeah, you need no remainder shots, like you don't even have to hit a 1 or a 3 to leave another double. On 18s, you split the 18s,
100.
you split the 9s, you then have to hit a 1 to go for double 4, whereas 16s, you go 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. 20s, at least you got 3 shots, so if it's a visit, you split
87.
20s, you split 10s, you still have a dart to win the match.
However, it's not often at this level that you get the chance to
96.
keep splitting it down. And you can see, like you said, Simon Willock's thinking last weekend on that 1-5-2, all in the same area, 2 treble 19s and the double. And he needed to hit that sort of his opponent waiting on a double.
You require 88.
88 for Huybrechts. And this will be for a break of throw. Double 14 he wants. Double 7. Big blow for the ball as Kim Huybrechts cleans up 88, following the 1-5-2 checkout, and now, all of a sudden, he's throwing for the match.
Well, you would think that he'd be good on double 7 because it's right next door to double 16. Point proved.
100.
Wow, that was a jockey snatch. One to be proud of there. Terry has been in this situation in
100.
the last week and a half quite a lot. He's been 5-4 down, and he's come up trumps more often than not. But he's playing the number 4 seed here.
91.
Someone who's got the bit between his teeth and someone who was in the ascendancy. So this is the hardest opportunity of them all.
Does play of aggression, Kim Huybrechts, and we're starting to see that here.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with aggression, but you have to control it.
Well, we've seen there's actually been aggression in the throw, and it's kind of made him bring a bit of shoulder into it a couple of times.
That's something that can get out of control. You have, like you say, Chris, well said. You've got to control that. You've got to maintain your throw, maintain your composure whilst throwing.
100.
And if he likes the adrenaline pumping when he hits shots, save that for the end.
Well, the end could be near for Terry Jenkins.
40.
However, that's a slip from Kim.
Yeah, Terry will sniff that out straight away. Needs a 60 though.
60.
Oh, he needs a 60. Doesn't get it. Now Huybrechts can pile that pressure on. Another one of those. He'll go downstairs towards his favourite corner.
136.
There will be leave, and Terry may have to take out 158 to stay alive, and he's not going to do that. So Kim Huybrechts will return for single 16, double 16 to book his place in the last 8.
100.
Well, a good deflection to leave 58. Is he going to get a poke at it? He shouldn't. 2 8s. Terry looks to the heavens and gets some help.
Terry, you require 58.
Tops for Terry. And he gets it, and we're going all the way here.
Terry Jenkins.
I did say it. He's been in the hole a few times.
Final leg, Terry.
Good mark of respect
first.
from both players.
Game on.
10 legs down, sudden death. He's been in the hole a couple of times, but he's a good digger.
Well, we've seen in the previous game 6 match starts missed
100.
by both Peter Wright and Joe Cullen before Wright hit the 7th attempt. Huybrechts has missed 2 in this match already, and now Jenkins is throwing for the match.
Well, the crowd are getting their money's worth again.
100.
No drubbings today. 6-3 to Wade over Andy Jenkins. 6-4 to Michael Smith over Thornton. 6-3 to Sudovic over Ian White, and a 6-5 in the last match.
43.
And that didn't just go to extra time. That went to double overtime.
Yeah, it's going to be 6-5 here. We know that. All that remains to be found out is who to.
41.
There's a bit more shoulder in the throw again there. But it's tense, it's nervy, it's edgy. I don't care who you are, you're playing sudden death on a stage in Germany.
60.
To get to the quarterfinals, there will be a few little butterflies going around the stomach. And if they don't, you're not human. That's better. That's much better.
100.
See, tons are good. He's celebrating a ton.
Yeah, £25,000 on offer for the winner of this event.
100.
Oh, that was some dart, that, you know. Really was.
And the straight ton would leave a finish for Kim. He'd be first to a finish against a throw, but needs a treble.
96.
Yeah, good counting from Kim. Knew that switching down and getting 419s would leave him a finish. But now Terry's fluffed his lines a little bit. Now he's got to check his maths. 196 left. Hasn't got a banker shot. He can't go for 25. He's got to go for a treble.
62.
And he's got one.
That's a big dart from Terry Jenkins. But how big? This would be a huge finish from K.Huybrechts. And he wants treble 18 for the bullseye to win it in style. Oh, he's found the 25.
39. Terry 136.
Will he get another shot?
He could have lifted the roof off if he'd hit that bullseye. I was going to say Terry Jenkins would definitely lift the roof off if he hit that.
80.
But
He required 25.
he's already missed a couple of shots. He's got a couple more. The Hurricane has double four. And he has double four in a real belter of a match. The Belgian is busting through to the quarterfinals here at the European Darts Trophy.
Yeah, he'll play the winner of the next game, Dave Chisholm against Gerwin Price. K.Huybrechts is through and carries on his fine form on the European Tour. Will he be in another final? We'll find out what he thinks of that clash with Terry Jenkins in just a moment. And then we'll be back to see Chisholm take on Price.
Ein knapper 6:5 Erfolg für den Belgier und damit steht er im Viertelfinale. So, auch Kim verteilt ein paar Flights. Mit denen läuft es bestimmt besonders gut. Dann später am Dartboard. No problem, no problem. Congratulations. A very, very close match. Interesting, you lost the 8th, I think the 8th or 7th and the 10th leg, which were really important, but you won the match.
Yeah, people have to know Terry Jenkins. He's the one I never want to meet. First round final, semi-final. He always beats me. If I play a 70 average, he has a 72. And if I play 120 average, he has 122. So this win means a lot for me in my head because he's my, in Belgium we say a black beast. A person you can almost never beat. He's my black beast. So I'm happy that I win against him.
Yeah, that's cool. Kim, let's talk about important things in life. Your wife is here. You got just married a couple of weeks ago. Your cute daughter is here as well. Yesterday we talked about different things that takes influence on a darts board. That helps, I'm sure, huh? to have them here at a tournament.
When it's at a tournament, it helps. But when I'm at home practicing, and Dana is not home, she's the one who keeps me off the practicing board. She wants attention and she wants, playtime. So she's a naughty girl, but I love her to bits.
Thank you very much. See you later again. K.Huybrechts. Der sagt, Terry Jenkins war immer sein Angstgegner und er hat ihn heute bezwungen und es war ein ganz, ganz wichtiger Erfolg für ihn, für seinen Kopf. Er hat in den letzten Jahren so oft gegen ihn gespielt, hat er einen 70er Average hingelegt, dann war es nur 72er von Jenkins, spielte er eine 120, dann setzte Jenkins 122 dagegen.